Tomi Lahren is going to be talking about the policy that the Trump administration has implemented of separating children from their parents, separation of families upon crossing the border. Let's see what she has to say.
The UN demands President Trump stop separating families that illegally cross the border. But here's a radical idea. How about we demand these families stop crossing the border illegally? Then they won't be separated. It's pretty simple.
Again, I'm not really a fan of the delivery that she uses where she's almost like screaming at a camera, where it's like, okay, like you're right in front of the camera, why are you screaming? And I'll do that sometimes too, but I almost feel like for her it's just always screaming. It's always being loud, and it's like, dude, you're right in front of your camera. Why are you yelling and screaming all the fucking time? But here are the things about this issue that are important. So first of all, seeking asylum into the United States is not illegal, okay? But number two, with illegal immigration and crossing the border, the way that it was previously handled was, if you are to cross the border illegally, it's considered a misdemeanor, and therefore you're not separated from your family. Your children are not separated from their parents. This is an extremely inhumane policy that has been implemented by the Trump administration, and yes, it has indeed been implemented by the Trump administration. They have discretion over how to enforce this, and they've decided that we're going to start separating children from their families. It's what's called no tolerance policy. So basically what they're trying to do is deter illegal immigration by separating children from their families. However, this is a policy that is not humane, it's un-American, it's disgusting, and absolutely immoral 100%. And so it's a really, really fucking bad policy that I talked about yesterday. The idea of separating children from their parents. It's one of the most inhumane, one of the worst, one of the most immoral things that you can do, of separating children from their parents, because that is a very, obviously a very, important bond, and it's disgusting that we're doing this. But the fact that she doesn't give two shits with the supposed party of, Jesus and all this shit and all about all of her stuff about religion and Christianity and stuff, you're clearly not following Christianity by any stretch of the imagination. Now, we know that Christianity obviously has massive problems as it is, right? But, there are a lot of things in there that say to treat people who come in as if they were native born, etc., etc. But the point here being that there are multiple things that are false going on here, but what really shocks me and strikes me is her lack of sympathy for these people who are being separated as families. If you cross the border illegally, it should be considered a misdemeanor, and you should not be separated from your parents. Children should not be held in these cages, in these essentially what are camps. We should not have that. That is disgusting, it's immoral, and it's inhumane.